then.
Okay.
Okay, then you can start, and I'll be speaking at the last, so you can go ahead with the speakers.
So Mitali, you can proceed if my screen is visible.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today. I hope you all are doing well and your exam preparations are going smoothly. First, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to Pankaj sir for joining us today. Sir, we deeply appreciate your presence and the invaluable insights and guidance you will be sharing. Before we begin, let me introduce myself and my co-anchor. I am Hitali, and alongside me is Ruhul. We both are fourth years, and we are excited to guide you through this session, which is aimed at helping you navigate your upcoming exams. We have some effective tips and strategies that will help you attempt your exams confidently. I would request you all to please hold your questions until the end of the presentation, as we have a dedicated Q&A session to address them. Your engagement is important to us, and we want to ensure we cover all the materials efficiently. I would also request you all to please keep your microphones on mute when not speaking to reduce background noise. Now let's start with the presentation. Our first slide covers what you should be doing for the next 2 to 3 days, starting from today. Now, the first step is to maintain a calm mindset. Stress and panic can hamper your ability to focus, so I advise you all to take a gap of 10 minutes for every hour of study. I would suggest you all that during this break, do not scroll through Instagram or YouTube, and instead you should try to take some short walks, maybe do some massage on your neck areas because they have been under a lot of strain, or you can have a healthy snack or drink some water. Also, you can meditate or listen to some soothing music. The second step would be to rank your subjects. Now, not all subjects are given equal credits. There are some subjects which have 4 credits. There are some subjects which have 3 credits. And these decide your CGPA too. So also subjects such as mathematics, BW and physics, these all are, and BW, these are very tough subjects, I would say, and they require lots of problem solving. And hence they are very difficult to grasp quickly. So I would suggest you now to focus on these subjects because these are the subjects where you'll have the most backlogs also. The second step would be to review past papers, previous years. Almost most of your subjects have undergone syllabus changes, but there are many important concepts that are being repeatedly asked in exams. If you go through these previous years, you can identify these recurring questions and better understand what topics are being repeated. And the fourth would be to analyze common questions. Now, again, as I had told before, there will be certain topics that will be repeated. And even though your syllabus has changed, these topics are some of the core topics for this subject. So I would request you all again to please go through your previous years and try to do a quick scan and find out those important topics. And also, please plan your study schedule. Like I had mentioned before, rank the important subjects, rank the subjects which have the highest credit. These will help you score a good CGPA. Rahul, you can go with the next slide. Now, these are some effective exam preparation tips. The first tip would be to avoid wasting time. Many of you may be going through lengthy playlists or lengthy playlists. I would suggest you please to not commit to such lengthy videos as you don't have the time to complete them. Instead, as I told before, focus on your previous years and look for the common topics. These will help you identify the frequently asked concepts and narrow down your study. Also, the second tip is that class notes are keys. Now, at the end of the day, your professor is the one who's setting the paper. Whatever they teach in class will come in your exams. So please do not skip on your notes. If you don't have them, I would request you all to gather them from some of your reliable friends. The third step is a quick reference. In your exam, the first question will be a must question. So, and these questions usually consist of 10 MCQs or 10 question answers. So most of the time, you might not find those questions in your notes. So what you can do instead is go through your textbook, go to the index page and look for those topics and study that topic thoroughly. Or you can go for a Google search. However, this is not something recommended because Google tends to be misleading sometimes. So instead, please trust your books. Also, the most important step, please stay balanced. Incorporate breaks, as I told before, for every 1 hour, take 10 minutes break, close your eyes, take a short walk or meditate. This is all from my side. Now I'd request Ruhul to please continue.
Thank you, Mitali. So I hope everybody understood what she had already explained. So coming forward, I hope everyone has cracked the CWE exam. So I hope everybody knows everybody has their own strategy actually. So nothing I will be saying more actually. Thing is that how you can efficiently focus on the subjects that you have actually, and how you can implement it in your own way. So everybody have their own strategy, own timetables. So everybody have their different perspectives. But thing is that in engineering actually you have to focus on multitasking. Actually you have to keep your studies uh, balanced with extracurricular activities that our college provides. But since this your exam is nearing, that is on 27th, so now the whole focus should be on studies only, not in other sides. So um, most mostly I will suggest you to stick to the previous years. If you don't have, you can purchase it from the Priyanku printers, which is in front of our college. So there you will be getting, so many guys are waiting actually. You will be getting all the previous year question papers. So buy those previous year question papers and follow those previous years. So most of the questions that coming in the exam are being repeated from the previous year. But one more thing is that uh, those previous year questions that are coming actually, those previous year questions and your module, you relate those, the questions that are coming and from which module and which topics are actually coming in exam, you just highlight all those. Suppose you have 2-3 days gap in between exams, so first day you should follow, my suggestion will be that you examine all the question papers of previous years and keep scrolling all the modules. You just align those, that this question is coming from this module, and you note it down, and keep a short note that these topics are most important. So this way I think you can enhance and prepare in very short time. Coming forward, I'll be suggesting you, since you are from group A and group B, all the students are from group A and group B. So some students are having engineering mechanics, some students will be having that communication or I think C language, C programming. So for these three subjects, for engineering mechanics, you can have the book, suggest the book. I'll be suggesting you the book RS Kurmi. I think this book will be available in our library. And for communication subject, that our Sampak Bharali sir, Dr. Sampak Bharali sir will be teaching, you just follow him. This is very important as a senior experience I am saying. If you are getting backlog in this communication subject, it's very tough to repeat it and come it through. So don't just neglect the subject, this communication subject or this C programming subject. Don't neglect those subjects, as these are little bit easier subjects. but you follow what our teacher, what Sampak Bharali sir or which ma'am teaches you. You will follow the previous year along with sir's note. So this will be the main suggestion for Sampak Bharali sir's that communication subject. Coming to mathematics, since you are from group A or group B, both will be having mathematics 1, I think. So for mathematics 1, you can go through the PDF of NP Bali. If you don't have that book, you can ask us. We will be providing you, or you to any other seniors of your hostel, or anyone from your PG or someone. You can ask your seniors or teachers to get the book NP Bali. Follow that book. The previous year questions that are coming are directly coming from NP Bali, that mathematics 1, which I am talking. That from NP Bali, the questions that are coming, you just align those topics that are present in the module. Each subjects there will be a module, so you uh, give importance to those modules actually. So this will be the quick strategy to get to carry good and score good quality marks in your exam. So coming forward, I am not talking all about from the slides actually, because I know everyone has cleared the CEE exam. It's a big entrance exam and has come to this platform, this Jorhat Engineering College. So I don't think anyone is, so everyone, I hope everyone is brilliant here. So, and when we all are brilliant because we have cracked this CEE rank CEE exam and has come to JEC. So I'm not going to all these slides and reading all those points that we have prepared. So everybody has their own strategy, unique plan. So stay committed to those plans that you are having. Don't just go with the peer. Don't means focus on your own method. Avoid peer pressure, guys. Most of the thing that happens is the peer pressure. So don't go with that, and focus on your own strategy. Plan uniquely, and stay committed. What strategy uh, you have means I mean you have met. And for seeking support, you can seek help from us, that we are IST JC, or from our club, that is IST JC. You can seek any help from us, like that resources I am asking to you all. Those resources you can collect it from us. So this is all about uh, the thing, all about simple short plan that you will be planning for these days. So this will be the strategies for your semester backlogs, that you don't have backlogs. So mainly student face backlogs in the subjects like communication and CNP. These are the two subjects. I hope you guys have these two subjects, if I am not wrong. So these two subjects, please focus on these two subjects. I think these two subjects are very important, and don't neglect. So this is all about from me. uh, if you have guys any questions, then we'll be taking it later, but now I would request Pankaj sir to come here and speak a little bit, and then we'll be followed by other speakers.
No, I think Sumit and Nitul can speak first. So Nitul can speak first, then Sumit, and then probably I can speak.
Okay sir, now I would like to request Sumit Nath to please turn on your camera and your mic.
सर मैं पहले करूँ क्या?
Yeah, fine, fine. Nitul can, like Nitul came first, so maybe Nitul, yeah, you can proceed. You have shared the PPT. Sumit, you have also shared the PPT to Rule.
No, sir. I have made the PPT, but it's with me only.
Okay. Please share it to the Ruhul. And Ruhul, in the meantime, please, like Nitul can present, na? So, Sumit, you have Nitul's number?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Just forward it to him, and
Okay.
Nitul, we can start. So Nitul will speak first. In the background, you can do the management.
So I think now they can share the PPT.
Okay, so sharing is allowed to. Okay, okay. Probably Nitul wants to go first, so maybe Nitul can go first. And also see if there are any student in the waiting room.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
In the meantime, students can put their question in the chat box. You can ask any question in the chat box. We will take the questions at the end of the
Is my screen visible?
Yes, screen is visible. You can continue.
Yeah, you can continue. Your screen is visible now.
Okay. Sir, can I continue in Assamese?
Yeah, sure. You can go ahead. Yeah, any language you're comfortable.
So আশা কৰিছো তোমালোকে গোটেইখিনি অসমীয়া বুজিয়ে পোৱা সো মই মানে অসমীয়াতে কন্টিনিউ কৰিম আৰু সো তোমালোকৰ এক্সামস আহি আছে 27 পৰা আই গেছ এক্সাম তোমালোকৰ স্টাৰ্ট হ'ব তো এক্সামছৰ আগত মানে তোমালোকৰ কোড কি কৰিবা স্যাৰে মানে মোক ক'লে যে এনেকে এখন পিপিটি বনাবলে তো মই তাৰ ওপৰত আৰু পিপিটি এখন বনালো চাও তোমালোকক কিমান কি ক'ব পাৰো সো first question, what to do before exam? First question, what to do before exam, then what to do in the gaps of exam, then how to attempt the exam smartly and how to avoid backlogs in first year. So going for the first topic, that is what to do in the exams. So তোমালোকে প্ৰথমতে step 1 the deadline, set a deadline for each subject. So তোমালোকে যেতিয়া পঢ়া স্টার্ট কৰিবা তো তোমালোকে নিজৰ মানে এটা সাবজেক্ট ওয়াইজ ডেডলাইন সেট কৰি লবা তো ডেডলাইন খিনি কেনেকৈ সেট কৰিবা যে ইউ ক্যান সেট আ ডেডলাইন আপ টু ফৰ ইচ সাবজেক্ট তো এটা সাবজেক্ট সাপোজ আজি মই পিএসপিসি মই পঢ়ি আছো তো পিএসপিসি মই ইমান কেইদিনত খতম কৰিম দেন মোৰ নেক্সট আছে ৰিপৰ্ট ৰাইটিং মই ইমান কেইদিনত খতম কৰিম নেক্সট মোৰ কেমিষ্ট্ৰি আছে কেমিষ্ট্ৰি মই ইমান কেইদিনত খতম কৰিম তো জাস্ট তেনেকৈ মোৰ এটা হেৰি কি বুলি কয় ডেডলাইন হ'ব লাগে যে মই ইটো ডেটৰ আগত মই এইখিনি সাবজেক্ট খতম হ'ব আৰু এটা কথা মনত ৰাখিবা যে যেটো সাবজেক্ট তোমাৰ টান লাগে বা তোমাৰ ফিল হয় যে মোৰ এইটো সাবজেক্টত পঢ়িবলৈ বেছি টাইম লাগিব এইটো সাবজেক্ট অলপ লেন্দি হয় তো সেইটো সাবজেক্ট ফাৰ্স্ট ট্ৰাই কৰা কাৰণ সেইটো সাবজেক্টত টাইম গ'লে তোমাৰ কেছ নাই দেন তোমাৰ আছে আৰু ডেট শিটটো সদায় মনত ৰাখিবা যে মোৰ প্ৰথমতে এইটো এক্সাম আহিব দেন মোৰ এইটো টাইমৰ এইটো সাবজেক্ট হ'বই লাগিব তোমাৰ বোলে ফাৰ্স্ট ডে মেথছ আছে তুমি বোলে আগতে পিএসপিসি কমপ্লিট কৰি মেথছ কৰিবলৈ গৈছা তেতিয়াহ'লে হাতত বোলে দুদিন সময় আছে তো তেনেকৈ নকৰিবা যেটো মানে হাতত এক্সাম আগত আছে আৰু হাতত সময় কম আছে সেইটো সাবজেক্ট আগত কৰি ল'বা then next and most important point, analyze PYQ. so তোমালোকে সাগে PYQ কালেক্ট কৰিছাই বহুতৰ সিনিয়ৰছৰ পৰা নহলে প্ৰিয়াংকু প্ৰিন্টাৰ্ছৰ পৰা হওক বা আৰু কিছুমান ৰিসোৰ্সেস আছে যৰ পৰা আমি PYQ পাব পাৰো তো তোমালোকে নিশ্চয় PYQ কালেক্ট কৰিছা তো PYQ খিনি সলভ কৰিবা আৰু যেতিয়া সলভ কৰি যাবা সেই কোৱেশ্চনছ খিনি লগতে থকা যেটো টপিক আছে সাপোজ মই ইএমৰ কোৱেশ্চন পেপাৰ সলভ কৰি আছো তাতে ফ্ৰিকশনৰ কোৱেশ্চন এটা আহিল তো ফ্ৰিকশনৰ কোৱেশ্চনটো মই কেনেকৈ টেগ কৰিম তো মানে প্ৰতিটো কোৱেশ্চনক মই টেগ কৰিব লাগিব ফ্ৰিকশনৰ কোৱেশ্চনটো কৰিলো মোৰ কোনো প্ৰবলেমে হোৱা নাই মই সলভ কৰিবলৈ মই বোলে জানো এইটো ফ্ৰিকশন হয় এইটো লেডাৰ ফ্ৰিকশন হয় এইটো ব্লক ফ্ৰিকশন হয় তো মই জানো তো ফ্ৰিকশনৰ মই কোৱেশ্চনত মই ইজি বুলি টেগ কৰি দিম বা কভাৰ্ড বুলি টেগ কৰি দিম তো সেইটো টপিক মই আৰু নেক্সট টাইম কমকে চালে বা নাচালেও চলিব আৰু যিকেইটা টপিক মই টান লাগিছে মানে মই প্ৰথমবাৰ এটেম্প কৰিছো পৰা নাই অলপ ৰেফাৰেন্স চাই লৈছো আকৌ ট্ৰাই কৰিছো অলপমান পাৰিছো তো সেইবিলাক টপিক আমি অকমান বেছি জোৰ দিম যাতে সেইবিলাক টপিক আমাৰ এক্সামত আহিলে আমি সেইবিলাক টপিকত ফচি নাযাওঁ আৰু এটা ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট পইণ্ট ৰিভাইজ এণ্ড ৰিপিট যেতিয়া আমাৰ টপিকছ খিনি কভাৰ হৈ যাব ৰিভাইজ মোৰ টপিকছ খিনি খতম হৈ গ'ল মই কি কৰিম প্ৰিভিয়াছ পেপাৰৰ পৰা মই চাম কোনটোত কি টেগ কৰিছিলো যিটো মই টপিকক কৈছিলো টান বুলি সেইটো টপিকক মই আকৌ ৰিপিট কৰিম দেন where to find solutions Your class teachers always welcome any kind of doubt you encounter regarding the studies. So Samar Pankaj sir ase yate. So tumaloke at the moment of studies, find any problem, ask him or your class teachers, whoever taught us the topic. Then, and yes, your friend circle. তুমি পঢ়ি আছা, পঢ়াৰ মাজতে কিবা এটা ডাউট পালা, মই ডাউটটো কাক সলভ কৰিম? মোৰ ফ্ৰেণ্ডছক সুধিম যে ভাই তই এইটো জানো নেকি, এইটো কেনেকৈ কৰিব লাগে? He will always, if he know, then he will always help you. Now, ask your favorite senior. Yeah, that's an important point. কিছু আমি মানে সব সিনিয়ৰক এপ্ৰোচ কৰিবলৈ ইমান সাহস কৰিব নিবিচাৰো বা মানে সবলৈ আমি ইমান ফ্ৰীও নহওঁ। তো যোনজন সিনিয়ৰৰ লগত আমি ফ্ৰী হয় বা যোনজন সিনিয়ৰক আমি এপ্ৰোচেবল বুলি ভাবো, তেওঁৰ ওচৰত যাবা, তেওঁ ধুনীয়াকৈ কৈ দিব যে এইটো এনেকৈ কৰ, সেইটো এনেকৈ কৰ। এইবিলাক বস্তুৰ পৰা আমি মানে বহুত হেল্প পাব পাৰিম। Then next slide. Yeah, some tools to set up goals. আমি যে ক'লো গোলছ খিনি মানে তোমাৰ এইটো schedule ইয়াতে খতম হ'ব লাগে, এইটো মডিউল মই এতিয়া খতম হ'ব লাগে, তাৰ কাৰণে বেষ্ট এপ you can use Todoist. Then yeah, if you have notes and you want to get that questions from that notes, ইয়াৰ পৰা এইটো নোটছৰ পৰা কি question আহিব পাৰে? সাপোজ মোৰ ফ্ৰিকশনৰ এটা নোটছ আছে, তো মই ফ্ৰিকশনৰ পৰা কি question আহিব পাৰে, লাইক লেডাৰ ফ্ৰিকশন হোক বা ব্লক স্লাইড ফ্ৰিকশন হোক, তাৰ পৰা কি question বনিব পাৰে, স্লাইডটো তুমি তাতে আপলোড কৰি দিবা আৰু এআইটোৰ নাম হ'ল unstuckstudy.com। তাতে ধুনীয়াকৈ যাবা, সার্চ কৰাৰ লগে লগে তেওঁলোকে মানে তোমাক প্ৰবাবল কোৱেশ্চনছ, দেন আৰু তোমালোকে এটা চেটও কৰিব পাৰিবা তাতে যে মোৰ এইটো এনেকুৱা এইটো ডাউট আহিছে, প্লিজ ৰিজলভ দিছ ডাউট, দে উইল প্ৰভাইড ইউ। এণ্ড ইয়া ফৰ PYQ বিটেক পেপাৰ্ছ, এইটো আমাৰ এজন সুপাৰ সিনিয়ৰে বনোৱা হয় এপ। তো তাত তোমালোকে মোষ্ট প্ৰবাবলি মেক্সিমাম কুৱেশ্যনৰ পেপাৰখিনি পাই যাবা। টপিক 2, what to do in the gaps of exam. Maths আছে, নেক্সট তোমালোকৰ সাপোজ PSPC আছে, C প্ৰগ্ৰামিং আছে। তো এই মেথছ আৰু C প্ৰগ্ৰামিং গেপৰ মাজত মই C প্ৰগ্ৰামিং পঢ়িম, এইটো শিওৰ হয়। এতিয়া C প্ৰগ্ৰামিং মই কেনেকৈ পঢ়িম? ৰিভাইজ the topics that you have covered. তুমি প্ৰথমতে যিখিনি টপিক কভাৰ কৰি গৈছিলা সেই গোটেইখিনি টপিক একবাৰ ৰিভাইজ কৰা। আৰু এটা বস্তু ফোকাসত ৰাখিবা, তুমি কোনখিনি টপিক ৰিভাইজ কৰিবা যিখিনি টপিকত তুমি আগতে স্কোৰিং বুলি মাৰ্ক কৰিছিলা যে এইটো টপিক মই এইটো টপিক যদি মই পঢ়ি যাওঁ ইয়াৰ পৰা মাৰ্কস স্কোৰ বেছি আহে। লাইক C প্ৰগ্ৰামত এটা কুৱেশ্যন আছে ষ্ট্ৰাকচাৰৰ, তো ষ্ট্ৰাকচাৰৰ কুৱেশ্যনটোৰ পৰা মোষ্ট প্ৰবাবলি 10 মাৰ্কস মানৰ এটা কুৱেশ্যন আহে। তো মই সেইটো টপিক যদি মোৰ অকণমান টানো লাগে কিন্তু মই সেইটো টপিক কৰি যাম, কিয়? কাৰণ তাৰ পৰা এটা অকল ষ্টুডেণ্ট ৰেকৰ্ডৰ কুৱেশ্যন আহে আৰু ষ্টুডেণ্ট ৰেকৰ্ডৰ কাৰণে মই 10 মাৰ্কস পাম। বাবল শৰ্টৰ কুৱেশ্যন আহে, বাবল শৰ্টৰ কুৱেশ্যনৰ কাৰণে 5 মাৰ্কস দিয়ে। তো মই জাষ্ট এই অকণমান এলগৰিদমটো সেইটো ইজিও হয় আৰু স্কোৰিঙো হয়। তো তেনেকৈ আমি বাছি ল'ম এইটো টপিক কৰিলে মোৰ স্কোৰ বেছি আহিব। How to attempt exam smartly. তো এক্সাম মই এতিয়া এক্সামৰ আগত কি কৰিম হৈ গ'ল, এক্সামৰ মাজত কি কৰিম হৈ গ'ল, এতিয়া মই যেতিয়া এক্সাম দিব যাম সেইটো পইণ্টত কি কৰিম? Once you get the question paper, read it carefully. প্ৰথমতে কুৱেশ্যন পেপাৰটো পালা, ধুনীয়াকৈ পঢ়া কুৱেশ্যন পেপাৰত কি আছে। দেন কুৱেশ্যন পেপাৰটো পঢ়াৰ পিছত কুৱেশ্যন পেপাৰখিনিত মানে মাৰ্ক কৰি যাবা। তোমালোকৰ ফাৰ্ষ্ট কুৱেশ্যন থাকিব মেণ্ডেটৰী কুৱেশ্যন, এণ্ড দেন 4টা কুৱেশ্যন কৰিব লাগে, 15 মাৰ্কছৰ 4টা কুৱেশ্যন কৰিব লাগে। সেই 4টাৰ পৰা মই কোন 4টা বাচিম? মোৰ ওচৰত অপশ্যন থাকিব 7, 7টা কুৱেশ্যনৰ পৰা যিকোনো 4টা কৰিব লাগে। তো মই চাই ল'ম যে মোৰ এইটো কুৱেশ্যন মই পুৰা ধুনীয়াকৈ জানো, এইটো কুৱেশ্যন মই কৰিব গ'লে মোৰ ভাবিব নালাগে আৰু সেইটো কুৱেশ্যন মই প্ৰথমতে কৰিম। এনেকৈ মই টোটালি তোমাৰ 4টা কুৱেশ্যন যদি টিক কৰিব পাৰোঁ যে মোৰ ফ্লুৱেণ্টলি হৈ যাব, হৈ গ'ল। আৰু যদি নোৱাৰোঁ তেন্তে এটলিষ্ট মই 3টামান মাৰ্ক কৰি থ'ম যে কিনে মই প্ৰথমতে এটেম্প কৰিম। 3টা এটেম্প কৰিলোঁ, দেন 4 নম্বৰ কুৱেশ্যনটো মই চেক কৰিম যে কোনটো এটেম্প কৰিলে মোক অকণমান মেহনত লাগিব কিন্তু মানে সেইটো কুৱেশ্যন মই গোটেইখিনি এটেম্প কৰিব পাৰিম। তেনেকৈ যদি নোলায় তাৰপিছত মই চেক কৰিম যে এইটো কুৱেশ্যন কৰিলে মোৰ মানে এইটোৰ পৰা দুটা কুৱেশ্যন আছে, দুটাতে মই এটা আধা পাৰ্টত ফচি আছো, সেইটো আধা পাৰ্ট কৰিলে মই 10 মাৰ্কছ পাম, এইটো আধা পাৰ্ট কৰিলে মই 5 মাৰ্কছ পাম। মই যিটো বেছি স্কোৰ আছে সেইটো কুৱেশ্যন কৰিম। And how to avoid backlogs in first year. তো backlogs খিনি এভয়েড কৰাৰ কাৰণে সেই সেম ষ্ট্ৰেটেজি, তোমালোকে প্ৰথমতে কুৱেশ্যন পেপাৰখন পোৱাৰ লগে লগে কুৱেশ্যন পেপাৰখন মাৰ্ক কৰি ল'বা যে মই এইটো পাৰোঁ। বেকলগ এভয়েড কৰিবলৈ কিমান মাৰ্কছ লাগিব? 35 মাৰ্কছ লাগে। 35 মাৰ্কছৰ কাৰণে দুটা কুৱেশ্যন এটেম্প কৰিবা আৰু ফাৰ্ষ্ট 10 মাৰ্কছ, তো 30 মাৰ্কছ তোমাৰ আহিব। দুটা কুৱেশ্যন 30 প্লাছ 40 মাৰ্কছ, তোমাক লাগে 35 মাৰ্কছ। তো 5 মার্কস মধ্যে এটা হেৰিটো ধৰো তুমি প্ৰথমতে গৈ কিনে দুটা কোৱেশ্চন স্কোৰ কৰিলা ধুনীয়াকে দুটা কোৱেশ্চন তুমি 30 পাই গলা আৰু বাকি থাকিল তোমাৰ ওপৰৰ 10 মার্কস এক নম্বৰ এইখিনি ধুনীয়াকে তুমি এটেম্প কৰিলা সেইখিনি তোমাৰ হৈ গল দেন তাৰ পিছত নেক্সট চেক কৰিবা যে তোমাৰ নেক্সট কি আছে মই তুমি চেক কৰিলা যে ইয়াৰ পৰা তুমি 5 মার্কস মান পাৰা তুমি 5 মার্কসটো কৰা তাৰ পিছত নেক্সট চালা যে ইয়াৰ পৰা 10 মার্কসটো পাৰা তুমি 10 মার্কসটো কৰিলা ধুনীয়াকে তোমাৰ 4টা কোৱেশ্চন হৈ গল কিন্তু তোমাৰ এতিয়া বৰ্তমান তোমাৰ হাতত 50 মার্কস আছে তুমি আনসাৰ কৰি আহিব পাৰিছা তো 50 মার্কস আনসাৰ কৰি অহাৰ পিছত তুমি ক'ব পাৰা যে নাই মোৰ পেপাৰ ভালে হৈছে মোৰ ব্যাক নালাগে এটলিষ্ট আৰু আৰু এটা কথা আছিল তোমালোকে পেপাৰ যেতিয়া সলভ কৰিবা চাবা যে তোমালোকে সিআই পেপাৰটো সলভ কৰা প্ৰিভিয়াস পেপাৰৰ লগতে সিআই পেপাৰ এইচি সিআই পেপাৰ জেইচি সিআই পেপাৰ আৰু যদি তোমালোকৰ কভাৰ পৰা কোৱেশ্চন পেপাৰ পোৱা লাইক বিবিসি আজিকালি তাৰ পৰা কোৱেশ্চন পেপাৰ আহে আগতে আহা নাছিল বাৰু তো তোমালোকে হেবোৰো চেক কৰিব পাৰা যে কৰ পৰা কোৱেশ্চন আহিব পাৰে আমি ক'ব নোৱাৰো কোনে প্ৰফেসৰে কাটিব আমি ক'ব নোৱাৰো বাট আমি যদি কোৱেশ্চন পেপাৰখিনি সলভ কৰি যাও হাই চান্সেস থাকে যে কমন পৰি যাবলে তো মই এটা অকমান দেখাম কেনেকে তোমাৰ হেৰি এটেম্প কৰে কোৱেশ্চন পেপাৰটো সো এইখন আমাৰ টাইমৰ পিএসপিসি পেপাৰ হয় তো মই প্ৰথমতে চাম যে সেকেন্ড কোৱেশ্চনটো কি দিছে এটা কোডৰ স্নিপেট দিছে তাৰ পৰা কি আউটপুট আহিব পাৰে ওয়ান চেক কৰিম তো মই 2 নম্বৰ কোৱেশ্চন মই সাপোজ মই টান পালো মই নোৱাৰো এইটো কোৱেশ্চন কৰিবলৈ মই 3 নম্বৰত যাম ধুনীয়াকৈ এটা থিওৰি কোৱেশ্চন আহিছে এলগৰিদম লিখিব দিছে ফ্লো চাৰ্ট ড্ৰ কৰিব দিছে এইটো ইজি কোৱেশ্চন হয় তো মই প্ৰথমতে এক মাৰ্ক কৰি লম যে মই এইটো পাৰিম বুলি মাৰ্ক কৰিলো দেন ইয়াতে কোৱেশ্চন দিছে লাইব্ৰেৰী ফাংচন এসটিআৰ এইবিলাক মই অকমান মোৰ টান লাগিছে মই নেক্সট আগত চাম যে পাৰিম না নাই দেন মই ইয়াতে গলো দেন হোৱাট ইজ আইডেন্টিফায়াৰ তো এইটো কোৱেশ্চন মই পাৰো এইটো কোৱেশ্চন মই ধুনীয়াকে টিক কৰি দিম ইয়াতে আছে তোমাৰ ডিফাৰেন্সিয়েট বিটুইন কম্পাইলাৰ এণ্ড ইন্টাৰপ্ৰেটাৰ প্ৰথমতে পঢ়োৱা হয় এইটো ইজি মই তিনটা কোৱেশ্চন মাৰ্ক কৰি দিলো তিনটা কোৱেশ্চন মাৰ্ক কৰাৰ লগে লগে মোৰ 15 মাৰ্কস আহি গল এতিয়া মই নেক্সট চেক কৰিম কোনটো ইজি হয় এটা সোয়াইটা কোৱেশ্চন দিছে টাইপস অফ সেমিকন্ডাক্টৰ মেমৰি RAM আৰু ROM আৰু ইয়াতে আছে তোমাৰ কি কয় এটা মেট্ৰিক্স বনাব দিছে তো এই দুটা কোৱেশ্চন মোৰ ইজি লাগিছে মই এইটো কোৱেশ্চন কৰি লম তো মোৰ 60 মাৰ্ক এটেম্প হৈ গল দেন মই দেন মই ধুনীয়াকে আগলৈ যাম আৰু এই তোমাৰ এইখিনি 10 মাৰ্কস খিনি এটেম্প কৰিম তো তোমাৰ এই স্ট্ৰেটেজি যদি এপ্লাই কৰা ধুনীয়াকে তোমালোকে এটলিষ্ট নহলেও 50 এটা এটেম্প কৰিব পাৰিবা ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট হেল্থ ইজ ৱেলথ তোমালোকে এতিয়া এক্সামৰ টাইমত তোমালোকে নিজৰ হেল্থটো মেইনটেইন কৰাৰ চেষ্টা কৰিবা টেক মিল এট টাইম ব্ৰেকফাষ্টৰ টাইমত ব্ৰেকফাষ্ট কৰিবা পঢ়ি আছো বোলে খাবলৈ পাহৰি গলো এইটো কেতিয়া হ'ব নালাগে জাংক ফুডছ এভয়েড কৰিবা ইভিনিং মন গৈছে অলপ গৈ কিনে বোলে হাজৰিকাদাৰ পৰা পকৰি খাই আহো অমুকৰ পৰা হেৰি কৰি আহো এইটো পৰাপক্ষত এভয়েড কৰিবা দেন মেক শিওৰ ইউ ৰেগুলাৰলি বাথ সেইটো ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট হয় দেই নিজৰ হাইজিনটো মেইনটেইন ৰাখিবা কাৰণ বৰ্তমান চাইছা যেনেকুৱা ঠাণ্ডা পৰিছে অকমান হেল্থ হেৰি হলে তোমালোকৰ চৰ্দি কাহ জ্বৰ তাৰপিছত আৰু পৰীক্ষা হল আৰু তোমালোকে এইটো প্ৰথমবাৰ পৰীক্ষা দি আছে জেইচিত সো অকমান চাই লব আৰু এক্সামটো কেনেকে দিব লাগে সেকেন্ড সেমলৈ তোমালোকে আৰু গম পাইয়ে যাবা জেইচিৰ এক্সাম কি আৰু এটা মিথ আছে যে ডোন্ট ষ্টে আপ টু লেট কিছুমানে কব বহুত ৰাতিলৈ পঢ়িলে ভাল কিছুমানে কব সোনকালে পঢ়ি শুই যা বহুত ৰাতিপুৱা উঠি পঢ়িবি তোমাৰ এতিয়ালে তোমালোকে যিমান দিন পঢ়ি আহিছা তোমালোকে জানা CEE কাৰণে পঢ়িছা JEE কাৰণে পঢ়িছা মেট্ৰিকো দিছা হাই সেকেন্ডাৰীও দিছা তোমালোকে তাত যেনেকে পঢ়িছা ইয়াতো সেমে পঢ়িবা কোনোবাই ৰাতি 1টালৈ পঢ়ি আৰাম পাব পাৰে কোনোবাই ৰাতি 3টালৈ পঢ়ি আৰাম পাব পাৰে কোনোবাই মৰ্নিং 5টা বজাত উঠি 4টা বজাত উঠি পঢ়িও মজা পাব পাৰে তাৰ এইটো মানে তাৰ কেপেবিলিটিৰ ওপৰত এতিয়া সি চেঞ্জ কৰিব লগা সময় নাই তো তোমালোকে বাস এইটো মনত ৰাখিবা যে মই যিমান দেৰিকে হলেও ৰাতিপুৱা 9টা বজাৰ আগত উঠিব লাগিব কাৰণ মোৰ এক্সাম আছে 10টা বজাত মই তাতকে লেট কৰিলে মোৰ নহব আৰু হেবিটটো বনি যাব তুমি বোলে আজি এক্সাম নাই আজি বোলে মই 10টালৈ শুলো নেক্সট কালিও এক্সাম নাই কালি বোলে 10টা 10:30লৈ শুই থাকিলো কিন্তু তোমাৰ যদি হেবিটটো বনিব এক্সামৰ দিনাখন বোলে তুমি 10টালৈ শুই আছা তুমি এক্সাম কেনেকে দিবা সো তুমি যিমান দেৰিকে হলেও ট্ৰাই কৰিবা যাতে তুমি 9টা বজাৰ আগত উঠিব পাৰা thank you that was from my side any questions if you want to ask me
Nitul will take the questions after the session.
Questions will be taking at the end.
Okay,
so student can type any question in the chat box.
So thank you, Nitul. So I would like to ask Sumit Nath to turn on your mic and speaker.
Thank you, Rahulda. I would be now presenting my PPT. Just a second. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, yeah.
So hello everyone. Today I would like to present and talk about how to prepare for end semester examinations. So as your first semester exams are nearing, so everybody might have certain questions: how to cover the entire syllabus, how to uh, how to not panic during exams, how to clear the exams with flying colors. So today we are here to solve your doubts and to just make a clear understanding or a roadmap to how uh, pass these exams and just focus. So I would now proceed with the introduction. I just want to say a small quote by Robert Collier. It says, "Success is the sum of small efforts and repeated day in day out." So that means uh, it success is the continuous process of learning and continuous evaluation of yourself. It does not come just by studying one night or maybe 1 week earlier. It's a repetitive process. By that I don't want to demotivate you, but I just want to clear the definition of success. Next is my approach would be time management is key. First, to pass these exams, time management is very important. By time management I mean you can create a schedule, you can set your priorities, break it down, and or may use a to-do list or some other apps. In simple words, it says uh, before exams, suppose you have uh, approx 10 to 15 days left in to your first semester exams. So first, suppose you are a new learner, you don't know anything, you are just a blank copy. So first, take down a notebook. First, write the subjects. First exam, suppose it's mathematics 1 or 2. In mathematics, first take your class copy. There may be professors like Rafikul sir or Asarani ma'am. They are very good teachers. They might have given you notes of maths. So just see the notes. Maybe you might have not written, then you may copy or borrow from your friends. Just see the notes, practice accordingly. For maths I would prefer you NP Bali. It's the most, it is very useful. There are 3 mathematics course till 3rd semester for group A, and for computer science it's till 4th semester. The entire maths course till 4th sem, it will be covered by this entire book. So please study it accordingly. I'm 95% sure the entire maths paper comes from this entire book. No other questions from other books. That's guarantee. You can see the notes from our professors. If the paper is coming from JEC, it's 100% confirmed that it's coming from your notes. So for maths, just don't worry. And the hardest paper is set by JEC, so just study from your notes, and you will clear maths with flying colors. So I was talking about the making the subtopics of the subject. So talking about that, first write down the important topics. Important topics such as maybe probability, statistics, or maybe you have various topics in maths. You can note it down. In classroom, sir might have told you that whichever the important topics might come. So dive into that topic in the book, practice the problems in the copy, do one more time, do 2-3 times the each problem practice, and finally it will become your habit of so you will not panic during exams. Same goes for other subjects too. For BEE, you can study from a book called some, I forgot the book, but it's if the group A students might know, they have BEE. The professors have, your professors might have provided the book name. I study from a book called Khurmi, not that mechanic R.S. Khurmi. There is another person called Khurmi. He has also written a book on basic electrical engineering. You can study from that, Google it. Same goes for mechanics. Our senior has also told that about R.S. Khurmi. For physics and chemistry, you can study from the notes what sir has given. Abhijit sir and other professors might have given you notes, so study from that, the PDFs. And if you need the notes, there are more seniors of you, you can approach them. For communication, Champak Bharli sir's notes are enough for that. Just write down accordingly what sir has written to you. Just write the keywords in exams, you will easily pass. That's some people say that it's very tough to pass communication, but it's not that tough. You just need to write the keywords that sir has given in his answers. So just write point wise and you will easily score marks. Just don't write random words. Just means maybe there are written what are soft skills and you write everything about skills. So don't write blankly, just write accordingly what is asked in question. Then going to C programming, you need to you need to study the notes, but unfortunately the professors don't give you PSPC notes. That's unfortunate, but you can study from Code with Harry. You can study from the notes given by him in YouTube, or you can study, because that subject is very important in not for exams but in future also. You will be requiring in every subject, and if you are in CSE, it's the core subject. Then these are the subjects that basically cover your group A and group B. Then next is, I would say, the techniques which is required to make this exam good. So you can make some small charts, such as some formulas in maths. You can prepare a chart. Then for physics, you might prepare a 2-3 page PDF, or maybe some notes which where you can derive the formula for Gaussian formula. Then there are many certain derivations which are required. For chemistry, same, there are certain techniques for lend some detection techniques are there. You might require that. Make charts for those important topics, write it down, and whatever the professors have told you that are important, they will surely come, no matter what the paper is coming from which college. It's the notes and whatever the important topics that are given by professors, those are important. Study them accordingly. Then proceeding to the next one, please, I would like to request you all to maintain your balance in life also, not just mentally but physically. Get 7-8 hours of sleep. stay nutritious, eat healthy food, not junk food, take regular breaks. If you are studying for maybe continuous 3-4 hours, take a break of half an hour, use it efficiently, eat some healthy food, and again involve into your work. Keep meditating and keep exercising. It's very essential. Otherwise, you might panic out in exam. Then last of all, I would like to say, analyze the question papers, past year question papers. 4-5 years question papers are very important. Most 50% of paper comes from the previous year question papers. Take it from, you can borrow from your seniors or might buy from Priyanku printers. It is very helpful. Because if you don't know anything, if you just study past year question paper, it's a guarantee that you will pass. But please don't study for just passing. Study for the betterment of your this BTech life. Otherwise, whatever you are studying for exams, it's useless if you don't remember anything, or so just try to learn, not just pass, because you will easily pass if you study from question papers, from notes and important topics. You will definitely pass. But please don't study for passing, just for passing. It's very essential that you learn also, and that will help you in future. And I would like to conclude by saying that exams are just a part of journey. Don't panic, don't exaggerate. It's simple. Keep your work and approach simple. You will easily crack the exams. Firstly, as this is your first exam in JC, so it might be little confusing and little panic, but after you clear these exams, for the second semester exams will be easier for you. So the methods I have told you, and my batchmate and other seniors have told you, and our sir is there, the methods and techniques they have said, it's very essential. Learn accordingly, learn according to your technique. You may you might get inspired from our methods. Use it, and just I would like to wish you all the best for the exams. Thank you.
So thank you, Sumit Nath. It was a wonderful suggestions to our juniors. So Pankaj sir, is there any other speaker, or I would like to hand it to you?
We can ask also, maybe some other senior also joined who would like to speak.
Yes, so we can allow them, since we are running out of time actually.
Yes. So okay. So still, any speaker who has joined, any of our maybe team member or any of our other members who have joined, but yet to speak, they can tell. Based on that, I will manage my speech. So okay, let's start. So first we have to start doing group studies, because group studies are very much important. In group study, what you can do, suppose there are 5 students or 5 friends, so each one of them can take maybe roughly one module each, and then when you take one module each, then you can probably learn that module and then teach that module to other 4 people. So in the 4 people do that, then each of the people has to only learn one module, and the person can teach the module to the other 4-5 people. So that way you have to deeply study one module, and others will be teaching you the remaining 4 modules. This type of configuration you can use. This is one tip. Then second is, between the exam there is a gap, but don't think that the gap is actually very much, gap is not that much large as it seems. Like suppose if there are 2-3 days, but exactly 2-3 days, like on 27 there is an exam, on 29 there is an exam. So there is roughly 1.5 days. In that also, there is at times what happen that the students are actually, they take a lot of rest also. So that thing you have to take care that you don't get so much lazy, celebrate so much that, like we have got so much good paper, this thing, that thing. Celebrate, but don't celebrate it much in between the exam. After the exams are over, then you can celebrate. But ऐसा नहीं कि एक एग्जाम ठीक हुआ, विक्ट्री परेड निकालने चल दिए एंड 10 लोग जो है टीनी वाली पे घूम रहे हैं शाम तक 7-8 बजे तक. तो दैट शुड नॉट हैपन. You have to focus for the next exam also. Also, another thing that you need to take care of is your meals. Like, don't skip the breakfast. Many people, what they do, they just go to the exam hall without breakfast. So that is very, very dangerous also, because in exam, exam will start at 10. You may have woke up at 7 or 8 a.m. So by the time exam will be in the mid, like 11:30 to 12, you will be having 5-6 hours of hunger. So that will be very much, causing trouble to you. It can also cause headache, or maybe, it may cause you to go blank also. So don't do those things. Take breakfast seriously. Even if you cannot, don't have that much time, still have some tea, have some snacks, or have some at least fruits. Maybe banana are easily available near the gate also, so you can take, on the way you can take a banana for 10 rupees and eat them also, because you need to have at least some breakfast. At times it happens that we are revising and we don't have the time for breakfast. So those things you have to avoid. Make sure you have a healthy breakfast before the exam, because exam is not just about reaching there at 10 a.m. It's also from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. you have to manage well. And see, there may be one or two exams in which there you have to see that, some exam is on second. So don't on first you are celebrating. So keep yourself away from those festive celebrations and all. Use mobile less and less. Keep the mobile in silent mode, otherwise the notifications won't let you study. And these are few of the tips from my side. Rest other points the people have already covered. And also uh, just try to, do at least 30-35 marks questions at least 100% correct, because out of, your end semester exam will be of 70 marks. Out of 70, the passing mark is 25. So make sure that you at least attempt for 35 or 40 marks with 100% accuracy, because there are some errors which you may have committed but you not be able to find out. So make sure that you revise the paper well. Keep at least 15-20 minutes for revision also. At times there are some silly mistakes which may have occurred. And keep your writing and presentation skills a bit organized in the paper. Don't write anything like, some people write in such a way that they themselves will not be able to read it. So these things should not happen, because if the examiner is not able to read it, then how they can give the marks also. And also keep the presentation of the paper in a good way. Some people's writing at the end of the exam is so much that, you cannot even figure it out whether what they have written, and it may take a lot of time for an examiner, and this can, lead to a problem where you have answered a question but your answer is not understood by the examiner, so that leads to your loss. So these are the few things that you need to take care of. Now the questions are open, so you can put the question in the chat box, or you can also ask questions directly to all the speakers by. So that's it from my side.
So thank you so much, sir. Sir. So we'd like to take questions from you all. I'll randomly call some of the names whose name will be coming in my mind. I will randomly call your name, and please feel free to ask your questions here. Either you may type or you may turn on your voice, unmute. So I'm asking, okay, Tanmoy Saha. Tanmoy Saha, would you like to
Yes.
ask any questions?
How to attend the question paper effectively in the exam time?
Anyone would like to take this question, or I'll be answering him? Sumit Nath, Nitul Das.
You can go ahead, Da.
So I hope Nitul Das, you can continue.
Da?
You take on the question actually.
ওকে তো মই আগতে তোমালোক একবার দেখাইছিলো যে হাউ টু অ্যাটেম্প দ্য কোয়েশ্চন পেপার সো জাস্ট গো ফার্স্ট ইউ রিড দ্য কোয়েশ্চন পেপার very carefully and mark that this question is attemptable. I can attempt this question very easily, and the second question is not that much easy for me, so I will skip it for some time and then we'll back it to question if I need to attempt this question, because I don't need to attempt the whole paper. I just need to attempt the 70 mark. Got it?
Yes, got it.
Okay, next question in our chat box. It's websites where
just
we
a
can
minute.
find
I have
previous year paper.
something to add.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So
Sorry, sir.
in that actually there are for a first year student there are actually 7 to 8 questions in the paper. The question number 1 is compulsory, and question number 2 to 7, from 2 to 7 or from 2 to 8 you have to do only 4 of them. So don't over attempt the questions. If you see the previous year paper, you will find out the question number 1 is compulsory. From 2 to 7, out of those 6 questions, you have to attempt any 4. And also, when you are attempting the question, make sure that you choose whichever questions you know correct. Just do them first. You need not to focus on following the sequence. First, you should be doing the question which you know the best. That should be the first question that we should attempt. So attempt in the order of whatever you know. If you know question number 3 well, start with question number 3. Then if you know question number 7 well, then go ahead with question number 7. So that way.
So thank you, sir.
I would also like to add that supposedly if there is 2 questions, supposedly question number 2 and question number 3, and each question has 2 or 3 questions each, and supposedly from question number 2 you can attempt only 8 marks, and from question number 3 maybe 7 marks, and again in question number 2 maybe the second part you can you can write something about it. You're like not complete 100% sure that you'll get the full marks, but in question number 3 supposedly you can't attempt that the second part of the question. So always go for question number 2, check where you can score the highest, and make sure that even if you don't know the answer properly, at least write something, because in the worst case scenario, if you're about to, supposingly if you're going to fail in this paper, write something, allow the teacher to give you marks. So don't leave it blank, attempt 70 marks, write as much as you can. Don't write nonsense. I wouldn't say that, but worst case scenario, just write. If you know something about the topic, please write about it.
So another question in our chat box. Websites where we can find previous year paper. Sumit Nath, I guess you have shown them, na? The BTech previous year. Can you share the screen and show that app?
Sure, Da. So you can get it from Play Store actually. It's called BTech Papers. If I could show you just a second. So this is the app. It's called BTech Papers. It's made by our super senior Shubham Roy. So from here you can download accordingly. It contains all 8 semesters past year question papers. You can use this app in your mobile also. So you can use this
I want to add one more.
Who want to add one more actually?
Yeah,
Who was saying?
Mohit.
Fine.
Yeah, I think my screen is visible.
Your screen is visible.
Yeah, this one is another website, ask2papers.vercel.app. Yeah, this is made by some BBC students. So you can find question paper here also for CAC, for ET, and for civil, mechanical, all branches present. So you can search it here, and you will find the question papers here also.
So thank you, Nitul and Sumit Nath. So guys, any other questions you would like to ask us? Vitali, will you take random
From
names?
the chat box. From
No more
chat box,
questions.
do you have any question?
No, sir, no more questions.
Priya Swargyari, do you have any questions? Hello, Priya, are you there? Oh, okay, we have a question over here in the chat box. I think Priya is not with us. What are the common mistakes that we should avoid in the end semester exam? My first would be to always make sure that you attempt 70 marks no matter what. Second would be to please take some rest before entering the exam hall. If you have stayed up the whole night maybe, then please take a half an hour sleep before coming to the exam hall. Of course, that is not recommended. You should try to sleep early at night. You shouldn't try to pass 12 o'clock. And anybody else, they want to add to this question?
We can take another question again. So they are asking how to reduce silly mistake actually, in calculation. So for silly mistake, I think you need to be more focused. You need to double check something you are writing. So mainly you should focus on suppose you are doing a calculation, you should be more focused and recheck the calculation that you have done. So this will be simple method to avoid silly mistakes. Pankaj sir, would you like to add something how to reduce silly mistake? Mostly silly mistakes are being made in BEE, sir.
So for avoiding the silly mistake, the best thing that you can do is to revise the paper. Because you will be able to find out that which are the silly mistakes. In one case, the student has actually, from 11, they have really cancelled the pi. So these are some silly mistakes that happen in exam. So to make sure that those mistakes are not there, And those mistakes are only possible or only can be avoided when there is a revision of the paper. So make sure you revise the paper at 12:30. Just leave the paper aside and start revising for 10-15 minutes. Revise paper again. So that thing you can try.
Thank you, sir. So one more question. What are the common mistakes that we should avoid in the end term and SEM exam? Manojjoti Nath.
এটো হৈ গ'ল
Common mistakes, I think.
এইটো হৈ গৈছিলে এইটো মই
আচ্ছা
কৈছিলো
আচ্ছা So মই অকমান কৈ দিছো কমন মিষ্টেকৰ বিষয়ে যদিও ভিদালি আৰু ছাৰে কোনোবাই কৈছিলে so common mistakes to first of all তোমালোকে instructions to পঢ়িবা that like you have to attempt one question first question which is MCQ that questions all the questions you have to answer like 10 MCQs will be there and you have to answer all those 10 questions and there will be rest 5 to 6 more questions from which you have to attend only 4 like there will be question number 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 maybe up to 7 8 there will be questions and from those 5 or 6 questions you have to attempt only 4 so this is the first instructions you should follow so this is one common mistakes many people do that some guys used to do questions from this section from that section and they are filling the 70 marks no that 70 marks will be not counting the question you will be attempting first that section will be counted so please make sure that you are attending from those 4 sections that you will be selecting so this is one common mistake you can avoid so we can proceed to next question what is the best way to revise effectively in the remaining days okay anyone would like to take the question Nitul Das or Vidali
The first thing would be to study your question papers. This is something I did this semester. Early in the morning, I was revising all of the answers that I prepared from my previous year. So yes, one of the best things to do would be to study the previous years and also your CIs. Memorize them as much as possible. Those are one of there's the highest chance that these will be the questions that will come. That's from my side.
another question স্যার দাদা বা যেহেতু এইবোৰ বহুত সিলেবাস চেঞ্জ হৈছে কিছুমান নিউ মডিউল এড হৈছে গোটেই সাবজেক্টবোৰত সেইবোৰ মডিউলৰ পৰা কেনেকৈ গম পাম কোনটো মডিউল বা কোনটো টপিক বেছি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট আৰু কিছুমান নিউ সাবজেক্টছ ইন্ট্ৰডিউচ কৰিছে লাইক ডিজাইন থিংকিং আৰু সেইবোৰৰ PYQ নাই কতো তো সেইবোৰ কেনেকৈ এপ্ৰ'চ কৰিম
I think design thinking to আমাৰ এইটো আছিলে drawing subject টো আছিলে
EGD
EGD
ইঞ্জিনিয়াৰিং
নাইবা ডিজাইন থিংকিং নতুনকৈ এড কৰিছে আমাৰ নাছিল এইটো চেপ্টাৰ
তো সেইটোৰ কাৰণে তোমালোকে মডিউলবোৰ চাবা নিউ মডিউলছ কি আহিছে আৰু টিচাৰ্ছবোৰে কেনেকৈ গাইড কৰিছে
assignment বোৰ চাবা তোমালোকৰ
Assignment,
ছাৰহঁতে যি
আৰু
assignment দিছে তাৰপৰা
CIE
questions অহাও
papers
chance থাকে
and CIE papers.
So in that case, notes will become important. For the design thinking, you can Google what type of questions can come and you can also follow the notes. Just revise the note because it's the first time the exam is happening. So you can Google some questions, some model questions for design thinking and focus the CIE. You can also ask other students from other AEC and from BBC to send their CIE papers, CIE questions, because that will also give you some idea. So just search among your friends from the other state colleges. The CIE papers will help and also the notes will.
So another question from name. Can we skip some topics from any module? Like we can focus on important topics and leave the rest. So for this part, I have mentioned that you take the previous year. So if you are virtually taking from that app, you can you follow that app, or you can buy the previous year from the Priyanku printers, or from you can take it from your seniors, and uh, just match the module and the previous year. So if you analyze the previous year, then you will be looking that these modules are most important. So most of the questions that are coming in the previous year will be from this module, that module. So you make a point that this module is important, make a note, short note, that from these subjects, these modules are very important, or these topics are much important. The questions that will be repeating in every year, that topics and that module will be, you focus that module. And you can, yeah, you can, if you want to leave the rest, I won't say it will be a good option, because uh, if you will be leaving those sections, your CGPA will be degrading. So better you use the previous year, analyze the module, then this will be the I think better way. Anyone would like to add up?
So ডায়েৰীখিনি ক'লে মই অলপ এড কৰিম. So if you skip any topic and you analyze that question paper and তুমি question paper analyze কৰিলা, then check কৰিলা যে এইটো মডেলৰ পৰা এটা question আহে আৰু তুমি এটা question skip কৰিব পাৰা, but তোমাৰ সেইটো সিদিনাখন এক্সামত কি হ'ল, সেইটো মডেলৰ পৰা দুটা question আহি গ'ল আৰু তোমাৰ ওচৰত এটাই অপশন আছিল, তুমি এটা question skip কৰিব পাৰা, তো তোমাৰ নিজে নিজে 15 মাৰ্কছৰ এটা হেৰি হৈ গ'ল। তো তুমি মডিউল skip নকৰি তাৰ পৰা চালা যে মানে এটা মডিউলত বহুত টপিকস থাকে, তো তাৰ কিছুমান সাব টপিক যেটোৰ পৰা কোৱেশ্চন আহাৰ একদম চান্সেস কম, আৰু তুমি সেইটো বহুত টান পাই আছা, ফৰ দ্য টাইম বিং তুমি সেইটো স্কিপ কৰিবও পাৰা, বাট আই উইল নট সাজেস্ট দ্যাট।
Another question from Manajoti Nath. Since we are currently don't have a dedicated engineering mechanics teacher, would you suggest strategies or resources we can use to effectively prepare for this subject on our own? Are there any specific topics or problem types we should prioritize? So I felt sorry for Manajoti Nath that Drupad sir is not available. So for that, we are extremely sad. So the resources, I think Sumit Nath or someone has shown in your PPT, right? That RS Kurmi or something you have shown. So that resource, that one is the one of the effective uh, resource. You can follow that book. I exactly forgot who has shown that book. RS Kurmi.
I
Arukun-
mentioned it. I didn't
Yeah,
show
yeah.
it.
Nitulnath, you had mentioned it, right? So that book you can follow, Manos, and you can go through YouTube channel. If anyone, I exactly
Um,
forgot the teacher's name. You can
There was
follow.
this one Tikle Academy or something. He teaches really well. I used to study
Yeah.
from him. Also, if you can ask some your seniors for Ranveer sir's notes, he had really detailed notes, and like going through his notes, it was enough for me. And my EM went really well actually. So if you can ask someone for Ranveer sir's notes, those
Yeah,
are
you
really
can
good.
go
Or
through your seniors.
yeah, seniors or Tikle Academy, you can, even he teaches really well.
Yeah, Tikle Academy. So I hope we are running out of time. So Mituras, are you present here?
नहीं, टाइम तो बहुत है, टाइम का तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, लेते रहिए क्वेश्चन, जिसका जो क्वेश्चन है सबके क्वेश्चन हो
Yes, sir.
जाए। If there are any more questions, they can ask also.
Yeah, that
We
you
will
can
try.
proceed. Yes, sir. Since most of are lefting, so that's why I told you, most of the guys left. Maybe they are preparing for their exams.
Mituraj is in the waiting room, I think. Guess.
I already admitted him.
if there are no more questions, then we can proceed with ending the session towards. Yeah, so Ruhul, we can go ahead and end the meeting.
Yes, sir. We are waiting for Mituras to join our IST, our,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
our chairperson, Mituras. We are waiting for him. Actually, he can join. He has texted me. We are waiting for him to conclude. So till then, guys, if you have any other questions, you can please feel free to ask. From Vishal, can you suggest effective strategy for solving complex problem quickly and accurately? I think we have already mentioned this. If you had gone through this meeting, so anyone would like to take this question?
See, to tackle questions effectively, one solution is practice. Practice makes a man perfect. You will the more question will practice, the complex problem we can solve. Nothing more than that.
So with this, I would like to conclude today's session. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Pankaj sir, for creating this today, this event successful. And thank you, Vitali, uh, for your valuable speech. And Sumit Nath, and here, whose name I had forgotten him. Yeah, and Nitul Das. Thank you for your invaluable slides. So it was a great interactive session. So thank you, everyone. So with this, I would like to conclude today's session. Actually, I was waiting for our IST uh, chairperson. Unfortunately, he was unable to join. So I, on behalf of him, as a vice chairperson of IST JEC, would like to conclude today's session. So thank you, everyone. We can leave now.
So thank you.
Thank you, sir.